So the much awaited breakthrough has been achieved in the rescue operations of the 41 workers trapped in the Silkyara tunnel, which happened on the 12th of November 23. And I must compliment everybody who have taken part in the operation, because this is an opportune moment to speak about a silent and resilient force which has combined together and worked. And then there are a lot of unsung heroes also, like the Indian Army, the Border Roads Organization, the DRDO, that is the Defense Research and Development Organization. Now, this Silkyara tunnel is being built by the National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited on the Yamunotri National Highway connecting Silkyara to Barkot. This 4,531-meter long tunnel will shorten the road distance by about 26 kilometers and 45 minutes of travel time. The tunnel is designed as a single tube tunnel with two lanes divided by a vertical partition wall. The tunnel has been constructed in extremely weak rock mass constituting mega meta siltstone and phyllites. The 15-meter diameter of the tunnel makes its construction technically very difficult, and the collapse occurred between the chainage 206 meters at the Silkyara end and spread to about chainage of 260 towards the Barcode end. Immediately when this happened on the dawn of 12th November, the portion of the tunnel under construction collapsed, and the Border Road Organization, with its pan India footprint in the state of Uttarakhand, also was mobilized to assist the central government and the state government agencies in this multi agency effort for the complete rescue operation. So, Project Shivalik of the Border Road Organization was employed to assist in various tasks in support of the rescue operations, like making the tracks and the roads towards the operation site. And when this incident happened, the BRO was made the nodal agency to coordinate between the various agencies that got involved in the operations, like the Indian Army, the BRO itself, the NDRF, the SDRF, the NHIDCL, ONGC, RVNL, SJVNL, THDC, and also many other agencies which was involved in it. So they were instrumental based on their road making and tunneling experiences, and also that they had taken part in many such rescue operations which had happened in the course of time in various other places and projects. So, as we all know, initially the American auger machine was brought onto the site which did majority of the work, but then as it was some distance ahead away, it gave way and its blades got damaged. The auger machine also had moved to the place on 15 November, but then again at that time it had developed some snags, so it had to be pulled back, and then again it came into action. And since then, the BRO has been coordinating the complete move of equipments like the drill machines, pipes of various sizes, the ROVs, and also coordinating movement with the Air Force, the Civil Aviation Ministry, and various civil and state government agencies. Now, the major rescue operation was carried out, like I said, using the American auger machine. So, this approach basically involved a horizontal 900 pipe being inserted through the 60-meter collapse zone using this American machine. And this auger machine progressed and made drillings for about 47 meters across the collapse zone and finally got stuck up on the 24th of November. At that time, the BRO team provided logistics and came into action using plasma cutting machines also, which were requisitioned from the Indian Army, which is always called for operations as the last bastion, the 201 Engineer Regiment of the Madras Sappers played an instrumental role. When this digging was going on, there were four options which were being exercised to increase the probability of the success of the operation. The first approach was a vertical drill of 1.2 meter diameter planned from top of the hill by SJVNL. Then a drill hole was planned at the Chene 6 meters from the Silkyara end. For this, the BRO was asked to recce and provide a 1150-meter approach road to the drilling site, which the BRO made in just 48 hours against all odds, working day and night, and also assisted SGVNL. In another option, the ONGC planned a vertical drill from the Barkot end, for which the equipment was mobilized. The drill hole was to be 323 meters deep with a finished diameter of 16 inches. For this also the BRO made a track to the drilling site, and this track was about 4.5 to 5 kilometers, and this was done on war footing, again with very less time and limited resources. Then also 50 box culverts and 50 meters of hume pipes were provided so that safe passage inside the complete pipelines could be used. Then, due to the plethora of agencies involved, the teams coordinated with 12 Air Force stations, Airport Authority of India, DRDO, ONGC, NTRO, CISF, the State Disaster Management Authority, State Civil Administration, the police for keeping the roads open, and then in addition to this, the critical American Earth auger machine with 80 number augers that were moved on priority. The BRO logistic team were instrumental in moving other critical equipments like the remotely operated vehicle of the DRDO, the trenchless mini tunnel boring machine, the 12 into MS iron pipes of various sizes which were critical for the people to come out. I will just give you a small little day-to-day activity. On 12th November, a portion of the tunnel collapsed around 6 am and about 41 workers were trapped. Rescue operations started there itself by trying to remove the loose structures. On the second day, the shotcreting was stopped due to the falling debris which was injuring the workers, and workers were injured. On the third day, the drilling began with locally sourced auger machines to create the escape passage. But then it was not successful, and on day 4th, the American auger machine was airlifted On the sixth day, drilling was suspended because there were cracking sounds coming from the tunnel which feared further collapse. The seventh day, the PMO team reviewed the operations. Decisions were taken to pursue these four options which I gave out, including that of vertical drilling. On the 11th day, the auger machine, again which was working, hit iron girders. Next day, the auger machine blades got entangled and got damaged. After that, the 201 Engineer Regiment was put into work to remove and work to the last few meters that were left. And this is the time the rat hole miners, who are workers who work in claustrophobic small areas, were requisitioned. And though this is a type of work, or this work is not allowed, but then they proved their worth in this situation, and under the supervision of the army, they manually dug the last few meters, and these 41 traply taken out on the 17th day at 1:10 p.m. These miners achieved this breakthrough, and at 7 p.m. the NDRF team and the doctors entered the 800 pipe to reach the trapped workers, and at 17:20 p.m. the first trapped worker was wheeled out to safety, and we all as a team achieved and completed this rescue operation. But then here we have to think of one thing, that this area of the hill and also the environment is very fragile. Is it very right to take of 30 all this work to increase the infrastructure and disbalance the ecology? But whatever said and done, a great task can be achieved, and the whole nation was praying for safe extraction of these people, which teamwork has achieved, and beautiful communication and timely decision making has made it possible. So let us all work together as one to make India also grow. Jai Hind.